What's up, guys? We know it's been so long since we've made a video, but we know we need to start making them again, so we're gonna do our best to make some more videos. Anyways, a lot of stuff has happened since we stopped making videos, so kind of let you know what's going on. We have spent a lot of time working on the car, and we've also had a lot of car problems. So because we've had so many problems lately, we're kind of taking a break right now, so it's a good time to kind of regroup, make some videos, and go through the process of what's going on right now. So, long story short, here's the car right now. It's kind of an adventure. That's a project. We're working on that. We just picked that up. So that's a 1970 Chevelle SS. It's gonna be a fun project. That's another project. So as you can see, what we've done is we've made basically all the panels now are all carbon fiber. We're still waiting to make the molds for the rear bumper and the front bumper. So it does look kind of goofy right now, to be totally honest, but everything else is carbon. Oh, and we're also waiting for these pieces in there. So while we wait for all the extra carbon fiber pieces, and we've actually been making quite a few pieces ourselves, which has been fun. So as we wait for these pieces to come in, we've been working on the computer a lot, and we've recently upgraded to a new computer. And so today we're going to be testing launch control, and we're going to be going through different RPM ranges to see where is the best place to launch the car, because we do have two events where we do have to launch the car with autocross and with speed stop. For those of you guys that don't know, speed stop is a drag race, and at the end of the drag race you essentially have to stop in your garage. So it's like coming up to your garage doing 70 or 80 miles an hour and then stopping in your garage without hitting anything. If you hit anything, it's bad and you get disqualified. So we're trying to avoid that. So, but in order to get off the line quicker, we have to use launch control. Some people don't use it. I usually have never used it, but we think it's a good idea to use the resources that we have and the tools that we have so we can make the car faster. Yeah. So I'm going to come over here, grab this cord right there, that thing, and a PC, because most computers in the cars run off PCs. So some of you might know Todd Rumpke. Todd Rumpke, if you're from Ohio or any neighboring states, they own a company called Rumpke Recycling. Todd unfortunately passed due to cancer in 2016. He had lung cancer, and in 2018 we actually purchased his 2006 Corvette Z06, which is currently having a cage installed in it right now. So we're waiting for that to come back. But to kind of remember him, we're just always going to leave this here. I don't remember the password. We're in. Okay, so we're going to all calibrate. Basically, we're going to go into tuning over here to the left-hand side. And we're going into vehicle and race settings, race functions. So we're going to zoom in here. And we're going to traction. So basically we have all of our traction switches. We also have our traction aim slip and our traction aim main. Now I have to remember how it works. Okay. So now we are into our launch control settings. And as of right now, we have a default at 3,800 RPMs is where we're going to be setting our max RPM for launch. And then after that, we're going to try 37. Basically, we're going to decrease. So we're going to try 3,700 RPMs, 3,600 RPMs, 3,500 RPMs, 3,400 RPMs. So we're just going to keep trying. Boom. So this is where we are right now. Default 3,800 RPMs. Cool. So after playing with launch control for a little bit, we think we have something figured out. So I'm just gonna go ahead, get the car started. It's probably dead right now, but that means you get to hear a cold start. So the car's kind of ready. I set the tune. We're gonna set it at 3,800 RPMs for the first couple launches, and then we're gonna kind of go back from there. It's gonna take some time to get all the cameras set up in the car, and then we'll go from there. So we'll see. So that kind of gives you an idea of what Motec's launch control is and how it functions. Basically, you have a preset RPM. When the car reaches that RPM and you release the clutch, car takes off. Yeah. So kind of go through a couple things. So right now we're having a little bit of issues getting air into the car. So I took the air intake off. So we just need to figure out how to get as much air through here as possible to get into here. We might just have one 3 or 4 inch tube going straight through. Kind of haven't really decided what to do just yet. Whatever it'll be, we'll have to make it in carbon because that's kind of the going theme for the car. And we've decided to take a step back from racing. We want the car to be exactly like 100% perfect before we take it to any more events. We had this habit of last year, we would kind of rush through everything, get the car ready, and then we would go, and the car would probably be 95% done. And obviously that's not perfectly statistical, but it just wasn't perfect. And the car's never really ever going to be perfect, but it just wasn't to where we wanted to, so we'd kind of be fiddling with things in the pit area, and it ended up just being really irritating. And it just, anytime we got to an event, the car broke, and there wasn't never an easy fix. It was always just something catastrophic. So that's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to make sure that the car is as close to perfect as possible before we take it to any more events. And that's what we're doing. So that's why we're taking our time. That's why we're going to be documenting everything. That's why we thought going back to YouTube was going to be a good idea. And but yeah, that's the end of today's video. Tomorrow we're going to be working on the Chevelle. We have quite a few suspension pieces that we're going to be working on, putting that car back together, because my dad does actually want to end up driving this car on the street. So the plans are wheels and tires, suspension, and we'll wrap it. So that's the plan. See you guys.